Hello and welcome to USTS, the Ultimate Sports and Training Show. I'll be your host for today's show, Bob Lemire. Today I got two guests. They're regulars now. I've been coming on the last couple of years, and what we've been doing is trying to talk about their transition from high school to college sports. And we're talking about two elite athletes who come out of Dracut High School, and went to, they're cousins, by the way, and they went to different colleges, but we're going to tell about their experiences and their and how they adjusted to college life. Brody Gannon.
Hi.
Welcome to the show, Brody.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. And Josh Gagnon.
How's it going? Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming, guys.
No problem.
It's 4 days before Christmas.
Yep.
You guys are on Christmas break.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So this is a good way to start. You get going, you know what I'm saying? What I like to do again is talk about the transition from high school. I mean, you've played sports your whole life,
Right.
but high school, you were the elite. Then you went bang to a college, not the elite anymore, but working your way up now.
Yep.
Now it's been 2 years for you, Josh, 3 years for Josh,
Yeah.
and 2 years for you,
Yep.
Brody. So we're going to see how that transition worked out. I'm going to start with you, Brody. What's been going on the last year since it's almost been a year to the day since we had
Yeah.
our last. So what's been going on this last year?
Just staying busy, classes, basketball every day. It's
Every
a grind
day.
for sure.
Homework.
But homework, yeah. I try to get it done before practice, but because, we'll have the late practices sometimes, so I'm up doing homework after, before practice. It's a lot, yeah.
Oh, it is a lot.
Yeah.
And then any kind of social life.
Not much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You no time for social life.
No.
No social life. Josh, what's been up? What are you up to?
Nothing much, just staying busy with lacrosse.
Yep.
Every day in the fall, we had lacrosse, school, lifting, so same as our...
Fall ball all done with lacrosse? Or
Yes.
It's all done?
Yep.
Now your season starts in a couple of months?
Yeah, so we go back January 19th, and that January 20th is when we start our first practice.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then so this is your third year.
Yep.
The transition's already been through,
Oh, yeah.
and you're a starter.
Yep.
And last we talked, you were still mending a hip.
Yeah.
You broke your hip. Fractured your hip?
Yeah, I broke my hip, and I tore my labrum.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was painful.
I guess so. And no problem since then?
So last year, beginning of the season, I broke my foot.
Yeah.
So I was out for a couple of weeks, but as of right now, everything's going pretty good.
Yeah. Knock on wood. Always knock
Knock
on
on
wood. How about yourself, Brody? Everything's good, and are you starter? I want to know.
No.
No,
Not yet.
Not
No,
yet.
not
Okay,
yet.
You're only a sophomore.
Yeah,
so
I'm
good.
still kind of an underclassman.
But your transition, because you were supposed to go to, or you did go to
I was at UMass Dartmouth
UMass
before, yeah.
Dartmouth. Then you went to
Framingham State.
Framingham State, as they were already started.
Mm-hmm.
And how did that go?
It was definitely tough. I actually transferred right around this time last year because
Right.
I transferred in the middle of the season, my freshman year. And it's definitely hard because, the team's already bonded. They've already spent those,
Right.
3 or 4 months together. But the team was super welcoming, so I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
And so your season's already started?
Yeah, we're in the middle. The official start
Yeah.
date is October 15th, which is my birthday.
Okay.
And
there you
so first day is my birthday.
go. Yeah.
And then it kind of depends how far we go into playoffs. I think our last regular season game is February 20 something.
Right.
And then after that, it just depends if we keep on winning.
So how you been doing? How's the team?
We're good. We're 6-4 right now.
Yeah, it's not- yeah,
we're
it's,
good. We're
In the hunt?
so last year, this year technically we lost our two biggest scorers. They graduated. So we're just trying to find new a different groove
Right.
and different playing style this year. But
Right.
we're definitely getting better each game, and
Yeah.
it's just a process. It's fun though.
Oh, yeah. It's funny. I see pictures on Facebook. We're all Facebook friends.
Yeah.
And I see pictures of you with the basketball. They didn't have those nice pictures back when Will Chamberlain was running around. I'm like, look at him. It's like being in the NBA.
Yeah, it's awesome.
They are, and they're beautiful pictures. I
Yeah.
mean, something you can remember for the rest of your life. And so, Josh, what's going on? You just finished fall ball, you say?
Yep.
And you start in a couple of months.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What's going on? How'd you make out last year?
We ended up Pretty good. Out of conference play, we didn't do as good as we wanted to.
Right.
Conference play came around, and we did good in conference. We lost to Endicott in regular season, and then and we made it to the conference championship. We ended up losing to Endicott again, so we didn't make it into the NCAA playoffs. But I feel like this year we should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, is fall ball almost the same teams and everything, just almost like with the same teams?
Yeah.
So how'd you do with the Endicott team over there?
We didn't scrimmage them this year. We only had one scrimmage this year. We scrimmaged St. A's, which is D2 team. We're a D3 team.
Okay.
We ended up tying them.
Nice.
So we had a pretty good game against them.
Yeah.
But we only had one scrimmage this fall. This whole fall kind of changed. Our coach changed it around and everything to help us out with like academics and everything,
right.
and kind of just keeping us healthy.
Yeah.
And just getting us ready.
And you're still out there, staying out there, right? You stay out there with the same dudes?
Yep.
Dudes.
Yeah.
They're all still with the same grade?
Yeah. So same grade. We the only thing is that like how Brody said, we graduated a good amount of people last year. Starting ex-attackman, he was our #1 scorer. So we're trying to.
You'll be the #1 scorer then.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Well, you play the offense anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing. Even saying Brody, the people leave, they graduate. The seniors graduate, but that makes room for you.
Yep.
It's who's so now you're not in that transition stage.
Exactly.
You're established. That feels good,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you must have had a little hard time getting in, and you were not worried about it last time we talked. But it's like you transferred right in the middle of.
Yeah.
They're already there.
It's tough for sure.
And so how did they open arms? They
they were awesome. I knew I only knew one girl before because I had played summer league with her, and it was like definitely beneficial to know at least one person, so I could kind of have my foot in the door already.
Yeah.
But no, they were super welcoming, and it's like like I think that's the one thing, especially as an athlete, like transferring to a different school, like you're like, oh, is the team gonna like me? Am I gonna like the team? Because like you don't want to give the impression that you're walking in, you're like, all right, I'm gonna take your spot. I'm gonna take your spot.
That's right.
You kind of want to make friends first and all of that, but it was good. It was super easy for me because they're awesome.
Well, it's super easy for you, Josh. Also, and your birthday is October 15th.
15th,
Mine's
yeah.
14th,
Oh.
which means you're Libra.
Yes.
Libras have the balance, and we just lay back. We're not
Yeah.
going to fight nobody.
Yeah, no.
Not unless you really need it. But you both of you have great personalities, and you're very nice people. So you do blend in, and you just mind your own business. Watch what's going on.
Yep.
Know who you're going to make friends with. Some people go in there like gangbusters.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the shot every time. I'm going to show you how good I am. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Brody, especially the championship game I watched in Drake it, and. Everyone in the stands was saying, "Look at how unselfish you were with that ball, because you had some shots, but you were passing it off to someone, maybe open or maybe not, even more." And that's what it's all about: team play.
Yeah.
Because you can't lacrosse, basketball, you can't be the superstar, and I'm going to score all the goals, and you must be going through the same thing, Josh. Because you're what position they call you, a forward or
midfielder?
A midfielder.
Yep.
In the middle or are you on the sides? It's
Middle.
like a basketball,
Yeah.
right?
So midfielders is we run the whole field.
Right.
So you can play on offense or you can get stuck on defense, and then attack, which is another offense position,
Right.
just stays on one half of the field.
Right.
And so I'm a midfielder, but they'll put me in an attack sometimes. Everything it depends on if someone gets hurt, I'll pop I can go down there and I can play.
Nice. Yeah.
So it's nice, especially being able to know the offense. You kind of wherever it gets me on the field, I'll go.
Well, you've been playing since you were 4.
Yeah.
Or 3 or 2, and that makes a difference.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and it's because I watched last year's show yesterday, just so we can and Gracie wants to do it now, and I know it's because you guys. She's they're all sportsmen. But so now you're the established, junior.
Right.
Next year, senior.
Yeah.
Wow. And Doesn't it feel better that you've gone through that tough part? All right, because that's why I wanted this show. There's kids all over the country, millions, that have gone through or are going through this transition from high school to college.
Right.
Yep.
It's so hard.
No, it
It
is.
is very.
And it's hard in your psyche.
Yep.
All right? I mean, physically, you're ready. But friends, coaches, teachers, what do I got in front of me?
Yeah.
And then you don't, especially when you don't know college, you know how to handle high school with all the books and stuff. But what are they going to give you at college? And it's different, isn't it?
It is different.
You don't do it, get out. Big deal.
Exactly. Exactly.
What did you end up in majoring, or what's going on? You major?
So right now I'm political science major with like a concentration in law, and I love it. It's like super interesting because I started off at UMass Dartmouth. I was a business major, and I was like,
right.
yeah, this is definitely not for me. I don't. Super boring. I was like, oh, like the
Yeah, but that's where the money is, but that doesn't
I know,
matter.
like I was sitting in like the marketing classes and all that, and I'm like, I don't think this is for me.
No,
And then
no.
I've always kind of had like law in the back of my mind. I was like, you know what, why don't I just try it out? And I like kind of researched it a little bit, and what people said political science was the way to go, and I did like a concentration in law, and I
So
love it.
political and science and law have to go together? Is that something, or you should?
I don't yeah, I think it's beneficial because like I have like some of my law classes than some of my like political science classes, like they're different. I'll have my like prereq classes, like, you know, the English,
Right,
and,
right, yeah.
like the art class or whatever. And then like some of my political science classes, like I took intro to American politics this year. And then I also took a Supreme Court class, and that's like a political science class and a law class. And they actually they coincided a lot. Like I'd go to my Supreme Court class, and then after I'd have my politics class, and I'm like, oh, you kind of just talked about that in last class. So it was like, I was kind of shocked. I was like, oh, I didn't think they'd go that hand in hand, but they do, and it's really helpful.
So it's not coincidence. It's supposed to go hand in
Yeah.
hand. And they told you to take these classes. These classes.
Yeah, my advisor was like, I recommend you to.
And so when you say law, what are your plans? What do you really?
I don't know.
That's good.
I don't
That's
know
good.
yet.
You didn't know last time, and
Yeah.
now you're starting to figure it out. You don't want to be bored.
Yeah, no. And I'm a good arguer, so I was like, I could be a lawyer. Like,
Well, you can talk. You're
Yeah.
a good talker. Well, intelligent. You're an intelligent talker. So that makes all the difference in
Yeah.
the world. It really does. And it's funny because, you've got to swing the sports. You got to practice. You got to swing the classes. And that homework, I think, why don't they just ban homework?
I agree.
Honestly.
Run for president and say
I
there'll
would-
be no more homework for
Yeah.
anyone of the rest of the. Wouldn't that be the greatest
That'd be
thing?
awesome.
Yeah.
And how many hours you think of homework? You have to.
Oh God, it kind of depends, like week to week. Sometimes I'll have like 1 week where I have like nothing and it's awesome, and then like the next week, every single one of my professors for some reason just assigns everything at like one time, and then I'll have like, I don't know, like 8 hours of homework or like 8 to 10 hours of homework a week. It's just like, it kind of like flip flops.
Right.
But those weeks that I have like nothing, I don't take them for granted.
And can I
relax.
ask you a question? Do you have to, and you're just in the same situation, Josh.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had to go to the library and do your homework to research. Do you have to do that anymore, or is it all on Mr. Telephone and Mr.
Computer.
Isn't that, wow, that's, because
It
you
helps out
live,
a lot.
well, now AI, boy, you don't want to plagiarize.
No,
But-
they're very serious
Yeah.
about that.
But-
Well, do they give you the,
You can sneak around it.
well, it's funny because your teacher's probably my age, and they don't have the sophistication, and they don't want to, and you guys are eating them up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're teaching them,
Yep.
Oh, that's funny because I heard something on the news about somebody getting expelled for plagiarism.
Yeah.
They didn't even
Yeah.
do it. Their AI did it or whatever.
Yeah.
And I really know nothing about AI. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't need it. So you guys are kind of using it.
Yeah.
For your,
It was they take it very serious. They have like
they must.
oh yeah, so me criminal justice,
Yeah.
all I do is write essays.
Right.
So it when I go to pass it in, there's like a certain detection when in the assignment folder.
Yeah.
So I pass it in, and that certain detection can read my whole essay and tell the professor if I plagiarized.
Isn't that good? Was that AI itself?
Yeah.
It's AI. And
They use AI.
So AI is watching AI.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boy, who's going to watch AI?
Right?
That's pretty wild.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
Yep.
So do you use AI though?
Yeah, you can use AI, you
For
know,
a
helps you,
paper.
it helps you study.
there's-
But you have to write it yourself.
Right.
Yeah, there's definitely ways like you can use, and I've even like some, because like some professors are so against it and they're like, don't use it at all. And then like I've had other professors where it's like it actually can be really helpful.
Yeah.
And like it can give you like if you're writing a paper, it could give you like a good outline on your paper. If you're like having a hard time like finding a topic, you could like ask, oh, what's a good topic for this, and it could give you one.
Right.
But there's like I think it's like it's just some like professors are like, no, don't use it, and then the others are like, well, it actually is like really beneficial. I mean, it's the future, it's happening.
So
So,
there's no written law in school in college that you can't use it or you can use it. There's no written law. It's professor to professor.
yeah, I mean, you definitely can't like.
No, you
Like-
can't plagiarize.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
that they're like insane about that. I
Yeah,
think
and they
it's-
should be.
Yeah, no, 100%. But
Because I'd be a doctor right today.
yeah, right.
And then I go in operation going, oh, AI is going to do it for me. So, boy, that's pretty wild. And,
Yeah.
and I didn't even think of that. It just come up now. It just
Oh, yeah.
popped up. That's pretty wild. So, and I'm not going to stay on AI, but if you were to do your own paper,
Yep.
now you got to go on an app for AI, right? A certain app. If you do your own paper by yourself, then go to AI and have them correct it.
That will come up as
Yeah.
plagiarism.
So you can't do that. You do your own paper.
Yep.
Josh, what are you planning on? You're in law.
Yep. So I'm in criminal justice. I switched from last year. I was in sport management. That was boring. That was-
Really?
Yeah. That was. I didn't.
I figured
wasn't
that'd
a
be
big
right
fan.
then.
No, it was just. It wasn't what I was expecting.
Okay.
And it was more like the business side of sports, and I really wasn't really
All
not
money.
into that. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And so I made the switch to criminal justice, and I love it. It's great. I stay. You know, I'm always in class. I'm paying attention 24/7. It's really like.
And your goals to go into a certain area is
So I'm looking to be a state police. I want to go into that,
Right.
Or like detective, like all that stuff.
right, yeah. And now, do they require? They require state
Yeah.
police. Do state police and detectives that require college educations?
Yes. So they all. It's more beneficial for you.
Yeah, you'll move quick
Right,
up the ranks. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
And
yeah.
also, I want to get my master's after as well. And for law programs, they have 1 year law programs.
Right.
So I can go do that. And when you go into, you have to be 21 to go in the academy and all that. So I'm going to wait for that, get my master's, and then go into the academy. And when you go in, and let's say, I get hired, you'll go in making more money than the regular
Yeah.
person.
Jesus, nice. Yeah.
So,
And the academy is what, like basic training?
yeah. Basically like boot camp.
It's
type deal.
boot camp.
Yeah.
And I'd say you're 200 pounds now, all muscle, and they must love.
Oh, yeah.
Because, and nothing against anyone, some people must go in there out of shape saying, I want to do it,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And they're just not into any. And all of a sudden it's like, oh boy, we're going to have fun getting you in shape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When you say boot camp, are they trying to get you in shape, or are they just they want you to follow the rules like you would in the service?
So yeah, they want you to follow the rules and see if you're stuck in a situation, they want to see if you were
How you
able
gonna
to
handle
get
it.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's
Yeah.
you're right. Well, you had your brother Jerry as a brother, grown up, and your sisters.
Exactly.
Yeah, you get into a lot of situations.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good. And so, all right, let's get back to our. I'll jump all over the place. My brain just it's mush. The basketball. All right. All right. So now you're you're a sophomore.
Yep.
A lot of playing time.
Yeah,
You're getting
I'm getting like here and there.
Okay.
Kind of here and there, yeah.
okay because you still have those seniors and those people who have been
Yeah.
there for. And how's the team? How's the team look?
We're good. We're definitely getting better each day. But yeah, we're good.
Because I'd love to see one of your games, but you're not playing anything around here, right?
I
Not
mean-
really. Not really.
I think we already played our like closest game. It was in Nashua.
That's
we
nice.
played Riv, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, Framingham from here is like 50 minutes. It's not too bad.
It's not too bad. no.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, because you go to little Jerry's wrestling, basketball or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
whatever little Jerry plays, or Gracie, her cheerleading. They're all over the state of.
yeah.
New-
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, she just got back from Florida.
Yeah.
So that ain't bad. Florida.
Framingham's not bad compared to Florida.
Yeah. And so are they bouncing you around, or you stay in the same position?
Same position.
Yeah, because that's. Have you grown since? You look like you might have got a little taller.
Maybe.
Another inch.
Maybe I'm pushing 5'8", maybe.
I thought you said you were 5'8" last year. I think you might be pushing 5'9".
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
You always push it. Nah, 6'1". Come on.
Yeah, 6'2" actually.
Who's your tallest girl in your team? How tall?
She's 6'3", I think.
Right.
6'3", yeah. Super tall.
Yeah. And she's your center.
Yeah, so she kind of like, she'll flip-flops. We just had a girl, she's a junior this year. She just joined the team, and I don't know where we'd be without her, because at the beginning of the season, we lost one of our best players. I don't know if it was preseason or like one of the first practices, but she tore her ACL and like everything in her knee. It was awful.
Bye.
Yeah. And so that was definitely hard, because we're like, all right, what are we going to do now? It's like one of our best players. But then this other girl, her name's Faith, she just joined the team this year, and she's insane. She's like, I think she's like 5'11". She's an absolute beast. Like, even in practice, like, we kind of make it a joke, like, if she gets the ball in the paint and like you're guarding her, I'll just step away. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try. I'm not.
Wow.
She's like an animal, but it's awesome.
It's and you know, as you're describing what you're saying, who's the superstar of the college and the WNBA? What's her name?
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. Boy, she's making moves for. Everyone's interested in women basketball.
It's
the
awesome.
coolest.
Yeah.
And I look at her and I go, she looks like a regular kid.
Yeah.
It's just that awesome talent that she has. I mean, she 3-pointers from half court, like it was nothing. Oh, you want to play games? Yeah. Go ahead, guard me. What division are you in?
D3.
D3.
Yeah.
And now, who do you play? What kind of schools? What schools do you play?
So in our conference, we play like Bridgewater State, Salem State, Westfield State,
Big schools. All big
Worcester.
schools, yeah.
Yeah. Who else? Those are like kind of like the main ones in our conference. But then each year we play different schools out of our conference.
Right, out of the conference.
Yeah.
Just,
so I'm trying to think. I'm losing.
No, don't worry.
I can't think of it, but it's like
because there's a million schools.
Flip-flops.
They're all over the place. Yeah, yeah. I'd be surprised I can remember the school I was playing for. Never mind. So, Josh, what about yourself? You're getting ready for your third year of the real thing.
Yep.
Team looks good.
Team looks good, yeah.
What do you think about yourself? You're a starter anyway.
Yeah, so I'm working in the mix here. You know, I can go in with the first line of midfield or the second line, you know,
Right.
wherever. Like I said, wherever gets me in,
Right.
I'll be happy with.
Right.
But yeah, our team looks really good this year.
And everyone says that. I mean, the Patriots said that in the beginning of the year too. So, but you really think so?
Yeah, I think
You're happy
this
with
could be a
the
good
coach.
year.
Coach is good. Coach is happy with what's going on.
Yeah.
How's your coach? And
He's good.
you'll always have to say good,
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
if you watch it. Tough coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants the best for us.
No nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. You know, runs a tight ship, but it's what lets us win. You know, gets us to win.
Now, a tight ship. When we talked about this last time, curfews at all before big games, or not curfews, but
Like
you know,
not going out or anything like that.
Yeah, and better not let me catch you.
Yeah. So spring season we take it really serious. No going out during the season. You know, only if we get like a big win. You know, we can go out, have fun.
That night.
Yeah, but usually very strict.
Yeah.
Yeah, we take it serious during the season.
Right. And you're still lifting, and you're still
Oh, yeah.
every day.
Every day.
At the school gym.
Yeah. So we have Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday morning lifts, 5:30 lift a.m. and we'll go in with our strength coach. And it's a
long day.
Yeah, and then we do conditioning after.
Yeah.
But he gets you in shape.
Yeah. Now they give you any pointers on diet and
Oh yeah. And
hydration and all that happy stuff, and make sure that
oh yeah.
because it's a big difference.
Oh no, it is.
Yeah,
That's what helps you know, like heal your body and everything.
It's right.
And
Because you're pushing it to the limit to
Exactly.
get there to be at the top.
right.
Because you can have all the talent in the world, but if
Right.
you can't run the field twice without losing your breath,
Yep.
you know. Same with you, Brody. The conditioning. What do they get you going for? How do they condition you guys?
Usually, because basketball is so hard. Like it's not like you have to be in like sprinting condition.
Always.
It's not like long distance.
No.
Like you have to.
Yeah.
So if we're in between a drill, if we miss a couple layups or whatever, we'll do like sprints in between drills.
Right.
And another thing too is like if we're doing like any scrimmaging, and that like number one, that's conditioning too.
Yeah.
And then like after those drills, we'll do another like fast-paced drill to like keep up. So like it kind of feels like we're in a real game. Yep. But it's mostly stuff like that, sprinting in between, and then doing like back-to-back like scrimmaging drills.
Right. Because, people, unless you played the game, same thing, basketball, football. Unless you played the game, you don't understand how tired you can get.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you're playing a good team that are going to press you and push you.
Yeah.
And if you're not in shape. And people watch on TV going, look, they're not even moving. Look at how small that basketball court. The basketball court looks like it's this big. Same thing with lacrosse.
Yeah.
Because it's the TV.
Exactly.
And people who don't know go, look at this guy.
Yeah.
You get out there with the beer down.
Yeah, right.
Get off the couch. Get the slippers off. And so weight training?
We don't do it as a team. It's kind of like if you want to, you can.
Do you do any?
Yeah, I'll do it like here and there. Since I've been home, I've been going to the gym every day.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely sore. I'm tired. It's just a lot though, because like, especially in season, if we're not practicing, we have like a little chart in our locker room, and our coach says, outside of practice throughout the week, we have to get 300 shots up for the week.
Right.
So if we're not practicing, then we're in the gym shooting.
Cool.
And then if we're not in the gym shooting or practicing, we're in class or we're doing homework. So it's just like there's not enough hours in the day.
No. But and I believe me, it would be so tough for me because I wasn't the studious guy. You know what I'm saying? To do homework, especially back in the day, it was the library. I ain't going to a library. I got stuff to do. But I understand. But you know what it's going to do for both is it's just going to, once you're done, you've already gone the hardest. Now you get some time to yourself. You got a job. This job isn't anything like college and what I was going through. Right. But so when you you're gonna games, Josh. You got any games close around here that people might come to see?
So I might. So we play UNE this year at UNE. So that's up in Maine.
That's the closest.
Yeah, and then we got Keene up in Keene State in New Hampshire. Yeah. Those are probably the two closest games.
Yeah.
That I'll have this year. But yeah, like I'm about an hour 40 out from Drake it. Right. So it's a brutal drive going up there.
Now I asked you last year, if any nicknames? No nicknames? No, I mean, nicknames. You don't have to say it.
Yeah, no. Not that
I'd give you a nickname in 2 seconds.
No, not a lot of nicknames.
No. Maybe that's old school.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't know if you were any sport, you got a nickname. So we give you a nickname, whether it was good or bad. Yeah. Ball dropper.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But no nicknames for you guys?
No.
You should throw some out there with people. Especially hey, Roadhog, hey, throw the ball over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because all I remember is organized sports. I haven't been in any organized sports for probably about 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
So times change.
Exactly.
And attitudes change. Now, when you came in, people were nice to you, right? Welcome you to the team. You're doing the same for them, I hope.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you make it a point. Do the coaches or the people say, listen, bring them in with open arms?
Yeah.
Because you could see some people are nervous.
Right.
Yeah.
You were nervous.
Yeah, I'm very nervous.
And they're coming in like, oh, no, I need a friend. I need a...
Yeah.
Yeah. And good clicks.
Oh, yeah.
You got a good group of girls that click.
Good group.
And now, are you living on your own, or do you?
No, I'm in a suite with 2 other girls.
No dudes.
No.
Josh has got the dudes.
Josh got the dudes.
Oh, that's good though.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and you get to talk and same classes maybe, or
no,
that would
no
help
same
out.
classes. I know.
Yeah, that would help
actually because we registered for our spring semester a couple of weeks ago, and I was like trying with my roommates to schedule some classes together. I don't think I have any together with them.
Yeah.
But
so you have to register in the middle of the year for your spring? Oh, I thought you were good for the whole year. No. So you can swap at any point or decide to change whenever you...
Yeah, they have like a date. I think it's like after the first week the semester starts. Like that's maybe like a week after. That's the last day to withdraw from the class and switch into a different one. And then once that date is passed, you're stuck in there for the whole semester.
Yeah. And praying for the. Well, you right now, you guys know who the good teachers are that you might want to. I gotta go to him.
Yeah.
And I ain't going to him.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And the word's already out.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that happens. So how does one teacher have nobody in his class because he's that type of guy? Is that what happens?
Oh yeah.
Wow. See, I wouldn't know. I didn't go to. I did some college with my wife,
Right.
and we were working, and we had a child.
Yep.
That was tough.
Yeah.
And you work all day, go to college, and I had Taekwondo a class teach. I just couldn't handle it. I
Yeah,
decided, and it was business. Oh yeah, it was business. Yeah, so I said because I knew I was going to start my own school. I was going to start, so I was going to do some business.
Yep.
I was never so bored in my
Yeah,
life.
it's a tough major.
They give you the ledger sheet and make it. Oh, I'll make that rhyme. I'll put any number I want. Hey, look at it. It all. Yeah, I got a whole story on that, but I won't waste this time. So, how you doing in school? The class is good.
Yeah, classes are good. Sport management, it was tough for me. It was tough to go by. The teachers, I wasn't really a big fan of their teaching style.
Okay.
But when I switched over to criminal justice, I loved it.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, grades went up, and that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
it was definitely a big change.
And what made you just like, oh, you were bored, or you just, I don't like this?
Yeah.
But how did you know what to go to? I mean, how would you know your next step?
So when I was going into college, it was either I was going to go sport management or criminal justice. Because in sport management, you can get your law degree through that.
Right.
But after first semester, I was just kind of iffy about it, especially the classes I had to take. My sport management teacher, very good teacher. That was the only class I liked, but I had to take like math classes, microeconomics. That was brutal. So it just wasn't any interest in me.
No.
So when I switched to criminal justice, I started learning about the laws, intro to criminal justice, police and society, like all this stuff. I'm like, this is what I want. This is what I'm gonna do when I'm older.
Wow.
So it definitely good change.
Yeah.
I'm glad I changed.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. And it's same with yourself, Brody. At any point, I want to do this now.
Yeah.
And how does that happen? Just by maybe being with friends,
Yeah.
or just saying, all right, I'm seeing what's going on over here. And that's already what happened with you a couple of times.
Yeah.
With different schools.
Yeah.
And that worked out well.
It
moving
did, yeah.
from that school to Framingham. And you weren't sure. When I was with you last time, you were scared. You were
leap
nervous.
Of faith, yeah, because
Yeah.
you're not like I don't really think you're ever gonna be 100% sure on something.
No.
You just need to you kind of need to take that step and be like, all right, I'm gonna do it, and that's
That's
exactly how it was. Like even switching schools and switching majors, I was like, I'm like 80% sure that this is the right move, but you have to do it, and it ended up working out.
And what's good is over the years, the same with yourself, it's instincts.
Yeah.
Right? So, wow, I did all right with my instincts. So
Yep.
it's working.
Yeah.
Because you're doing a lot of back and forth. You a lot of sleepless nights, maybe a lot of thinking. All of a sudden,
Yes.
all right, let's do it. Let's do it. And you're going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And that's life.
Yeah.
But the thing is, as I'm saying, is, and kids are watching, say they're watching, and they're going through, they're saying, wow, these two did it. And looking at your attitude and what you're going through, it helps them out. And if you can help other people out, that's the big thing.
Right.
Because it'll always come back. The universe works that way.
Oh, yeah.
And I know you both are like that.
Yeah.
The nicest two people I've ever. I've watched both of you grow up.
Yeah.
I think you were 4, Josh. Yeah. And we talked about last time. Josh has cut his liver in half when he was 4.
Yep.
And imagine.
Yeah.
With a quad accident.
Yep. Got an accident. Yeah.
Boy, that's. And that same quad's my grandson's now. Yeah. And I watch him ride around. I'm going, what happened? You get rid of the quad. Oh no, let's get him a little motorcycle too while he's at it. But that's it's funny because and your liver repaired.
Right.
Your liver got cut in half.
Yep.
You got through it. Boy, your body heals.
Oh yeah.
And you know that. And now you get broken hips, broken foot, or whatever. And you just get over it.
Exactly.
You're healing good. You're a
Right.
good healer.
Yeah.
But it's playing hard. It's playing hard. No injuries really. You've been well.
I've at the start of the season, and I'm still kind of fighting it now. It's nothing as serious as that, but
Right.
it's just really bad back and neck pain. I I have no idea. I've gotten like X-rays done, MRIs done. I don't know.
You
It's-
refuse chiropractor? Is it?
I started.
Okay.
I saw one last summer,
Right.
and I went to him for a couple of weeks, and just nothing was helping. I
Okay.
do treatment every day
Right.
at school. It's just I don't know.
Right.
I might be just getting old.
I like that. As you're talking, my neck and my back are screaming. You know that, and they've been screaming my knees. But what I do, and we talked about this last time, and I know you're not doing it. Acupressure, all right? You guys are into. Go on AI. Go and all right, acupressure for my back and my neck, and I guarantee you'll be. I mean, my knee, and I do this. I say this on my show. I'm so happy with it. My knee, I have to press my elbow here around the elbow, and my knee's pain will stop.
I remember you telling me that.
Right,
yeah.
and I tell everyone that in sports
Yep.
because I'm a firm believer in acupressure. It's not the cure-all, but if you want the pain to relieve it, but your pain is relieved because you never stop.
Yeah.
You're bouncing around, and basketball, you're fighting for the ball, and your body's in different shapes and whatever.
Yep.
And you're still growing. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
I think you got another year to grow, right?
Maybe.
And
Hopefully.
you might be done.
So when I broke my foot, I got an X-ray, and the doctor said your growth plates are still wide open. I go,
Holy Jesus. Close them things, man. So what are you, 6'1" now? 6?
6 foot.
6 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 foot, 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Boy, the Patriots could probably. And what happened to football? I was all excited. I said, Josh and Josh almost got the record again. I'm always going to bring that up. 5 touchdowns. There's 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes left in the game. They take him out.
Yeah.
On his senior year,
Yep.
we would have tied the record for the school
Yep.
on touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God.
Yeah, I was a little mad at my coach.
Well, you don't want to run the score up, but how about a record?
Exactly.
You know, if it was his kid, he might have kept him in.
Yeah, exactly.
You know how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So it's too late for football now. You're just.
Yeah, trust me, I miss it. I miss it a lot. I always said, if I could go back, I'd probably do both. But with injuries and everything that I've done,
Bang you up even more. Yeah, your lacrosse would probably hurt from it.
exactly.
Yeah, and wrestling never happened.
No.
Yeah, and it's just the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
excel in what you want to excel. in.
Exactly,
You know
yeah.
that lacrosse was your thing.
Right.
Yeah. But as a spectator, it ain't my body. Go get him, Josh. But so your back and your neck bother you.
Yeah.
What do you do to try to alleviate it? And this is for the people.
Yeah.
Who,
No, I do a lot of before every practice I heat and stretch, and that's like the thing that me and my trainer have been working on just a lot because the back number one, it is very hard to stretch, and you wouldn't think it, but like to stretch your back, you have to stretch your hamstrings and you have to stretch your calves because everything's connected. So I do all that. I ice right after practice. I don't know if this is the right name for it, but it's called stim. It's like the electric nodes, the thing.
yeah,
stim.
tens and stuff. I do that. I was
Yeah.
just going to ask you about that too.
Yeah, I do that too. And
You have your own kit
No, I do it at school.
because they sell the kits for cheap money.
Yeah. My trainer was saying that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do it at school a couple times a week.
Yeah.
I just kind of switch from ice and heat, and
Right, in that.
yeah, a lot of stretching. That's really
I
it.
bought the little tens. It's a little kit
Yeah.
6 inches by 6 inches. You open it up. It's got the electrodes, and the thing is no bigger than half your phone.
Yep.
And you plug it in. You juice it up.
Yep.
And that will send shock waves through your body if you put it on top notch. It'll hurt. You have to go halfway.
Yeah.
But I'm watching TV and
Yeah, I twitch.
because and I put it on my knee. Oh, my knee feels so good after.
Yep.
Because it stimulates the muscles and it's just getting the blood flowing, and that's what heals.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. So keep that and try to. Tens would be a good Christmas gift, Mom.
Yeah, right?
Well, speaking about Mom, she's starting a new business.
Yep.
This week, next week. Do
Early January, I think.
you know the name of it?
Longevity.
Longevity in
Yes.
in Drake.
Drake, yes.
In Drake, and it's
Yes.
health or
I think it's just like a
gym,
yeah.
a little gym. Yeah.
Yeah.
I told her I want to get you on the show.
Yeah.
And you have your boyfriend. I'll get back to you. She didn't get back to me on that yet. So were they
Yeah.
shy? I don't know. I'll get him on the show.
Yeah.
Especially Drake it.
Yeah.
Get him going.
Exactly.
You guys getting free memberships?
Hopefully.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a key. I'm getting a key.
Oh yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Yeah, Josh goes hopefully. Merry Christmas, Josh. Yeah. But that's good. Yeah, I texted her to make sure I could, because it's hard to get in touch with you guys. You're very busy and
Yeah.
stuff, and I wanted to do this show because, like I say, and I'd like to, you're regulars. You're regulars
Yeah.
on the show, and people go through exactly what you're going through, kids, and they're going right now. This freshman going, oh wow, this is what happens, and they went through that. And when as I was saying, when freshmen come in, you have open arms with them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You connect, and you'll have friendships for life. They did it for you,
Yeah,
and so
exactly.
you have friendships. Seniors,
Right.
Josh, and all of a sudden you're good friends with this guy, and
Yep.
he's got the beard down to here. Are you ever thinking of pro lacrosse? Do they have pro lacrosse?
They got pro lacrosse, but it's
Is that a whole world?
Yeah, it's tough. A couple D3 kids can like go pro lacrosse and everything, but they're mostly looking at like the big D1 schools type deal. And like my buddy Brock, he goes to Rutgers up in D1 up in New Jersey.
Right.
And one of his teammates last year, he was the number 3 draft pick for PLO.
Right.
So it was good.
Yeah. And that's pro.
Yeah.
They call it pro.
Yep.
Because you don't hear much of it though,
Yeah. No, they
unless you're part of that society.
right.
It's
yeah.
like anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. They just I think it's the 2nd or 3rd year. Actually, no, 4 something like that. But they switched. So there used to be the MLL, Major League Lacrosse.
Right.
And then one of the professional players made PLO, and it's blown up. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. How you doing scoring?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. Do you keep track of how many scores?
Oh, yeah.
How many
Oh,
goals?
yeah.
Yeah. Try to break another record before you leave that school. And so now you're going to be a junior.
I'm a sophomore.
You're
right
a
now. Yeah.
sophomore, and you still have the
Spring semester.
spring semester.
Yep.
And they're watching you because now you're going to be the junior, and I'm forgetting what's what. You're going to be the junior and then the senior.
Yep.
And then you the top of the elite, and that's cool. And that's coming fast. That's coming fast. And same coaches. You had the same coach since you started,
Yep.
right? That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Sometimes they switch. You'll get a new coach in mid-season,
Yeah.
and now it's like, we got to change,
Right.
Because you got all the plays down now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it didn't take you long to learn those plays, did it?
I still sometimes forget them. It's just because during the game,
It's fast.
and they're like, "Oh, run this play," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what play is that?" And then you have to go through all of them because we have a good amount. We have a good amount, so it has to be on the fly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, quarterback's got the little thing on this.
I know. I need one of those.
Hey, coach. Yeah, wait a minute. Well, I got it. Don't worry. Boy, that's funny. Yeah, because that's my memory span. I'd be all over the place.
Yeah.
Where's Bob? Oh, he's up getting popcorn. He thought that was the Jesus. And a lot of plays, a lot of different
Yeah, it's
plays.
a good amount. Yeah.
Wow. And when the minute they tell you better go there.
Yeah.
So if they say something, you got to be in a certain spot or guarding a certain person
Yep.
right then.
Yep.
Yeah, that's tough.
It is tough.
So, especially when the person you're guarding, whatever, is superstar and they're fast.
Yeah.
And, you're still playing physical because you were physical when I said you were.
Always.
Again and Gagnon, they're all the same. Yeah, she was like, when I went to watch a championship game,
Yep.
it was the first game and the only game I ever watched her play. Or is it? That's the only one I ever seen.
I think so. Yeah.
And I said, look at her. If the other team had the ball, they were getting tackled. You better give me that ball. You're going. And all of a sudden, everyone's going. I'm like,
Yeah.
look at her aggressiveness. A lot of your teammates didn't have that. They were more finesse going. But wow, if I was a coach looking for someone, I'd say, look at that one right there. You're not going to mess with her.
Yep.
And does that just come natural, or is that something that someone said this is what you should be doing? Or?
I think having my high school coaches, because I've had, Steve Talbot, he's been my coach since I started basketball all the way up until my senior year of high school.
Yeah,
and I think that just his coaching. Because defense, and I'll never forget this. I hear it in my sleep. Defense creates offense.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's
That's right.
be a dog on defense,
right.
and you'll get some points.
That's right. Wow.
Yeah.
And if the girl that you're constantly defending against, if you're roughing her up right off the bat, she's gonna start getting nervous. Oh
Yeah.
man, this girl will come after me with that ball, and it's the same with lacrosse.
Yeah.
I seen a video. It's nice I can see some videos. Throwing any videos out there. You got to throw videos out there because I used to see videos of you.
Yep.
And I seen Josh running down with the ball in his hand, and all of a sudden he's running, and this kid stepped in front of him. This kid must have went 10 feet in the right,
I
Josh.
know exactly what video you're talking
You
about.
know which one I'm talking about. I'm going. He ran him over.
Yeah.
That's not a penalty or anything because the kid
Nope.
went in front of you.
So the only thing that it could have been a penalty on was it could have been like a ward, meaning like if I was running up with the ball, right, and I went to go hit him and I went like this,
Right.
that would have been a ward.
You just went.
You
just laid him out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And, I think he thought he was going to lay you out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he went down.
Yeah.
I go, look at Josh.
I remember that moment step by step. When I turned up the field, I remember looking at the kid. I'm like, I could run around him right now, and then I saw him like closing the distance. I go, I'm not running around him. I have to run through him.
And did you have to brace yourself, or you just hit him and he went, and there was no?
It was just like in the moment,
Yeah.
and I just saw him, and I was just like, well, here goes nothing.
Didn't show it. Did he get up?
No, it took a little bit to get up.
Took him a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I think I showed to so many people. I say, look at Josh, little Josh. I call little Josh. I'm calling him little Josh, and I'm looking up at him. Hi, Josh. Well, it's funny because, and I know you're the same way, but Josh would come to camp, and we were together a lot.
Oh yeah.
Anyone who doesn't know, we're not related.
Right.
I would say you're my brother-in-law once removed, right? And you're my great niece, I think, once removed. Yeah. They're on the opposite side of my son-in-law's family, but we see a lot of each other.
Oh, yeah.
But Josh, no matter what we played, and you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, he better win.
Yeah. It's even like board games.
Anything.
Anything.
Card games, anything.
Anything.
Hey, oh, Josh lost. How can you tell? He ain't talking to no one, and he ain't even looking at anyone. But and I used to tell your brother, I said, that's passion.
Yeah.
This kid's got passion. He wants. I mean, you grew out of it. I know you did.
Yeah.
Because you'd have a breakdown every time you lost.
Yeah.
Trust me, I still get mad though when I lose.
I know you do.
especially to my brother.
Who, Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he'd give you that zap,
Exactly.
But you please don't do that to little Jerry.
Oh, no.
his
No.
son. Yeah,
No.
no, I do it to him now. Yeah, so it's Christmas, so you guys are home.
Yep.
Parents, everyone's happy, and they're gonna be some festive stuff, and get to watch some stuff on TV. Your games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're all filmed, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so that's fun to do.
Yeah.
That is so much fun. Back in the day, you'd have to have a VGH camera and stuff, and now everything's Want to
Yeah.
watch
On
the
the
game?
phone, yeah.
Or on TV.
Right.
And that's just bigger than life.
Oh,
It's so much fun, especially for your cousins and stuff.
Yeah.
We got big families,
Right.
And everyone's close, and it's fun for the little ones to look up to you guys, and you have fun.
Yeah.
Because when you guys walk in, I watch my grandchildren, Melanie, and their eyes light up. Because now you're bigger than life.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
And they're going to end up the same position. You guys will be in your 30s, and they'll be in there going to college and high
Yeah.
school. and stuff.
Exactly.
Remember, Gracie just got back from Florida.
Yeah.
I think they're coming second and third.
That's
nice.
awesome.
Her teams.
Yeah.
She's on 2 teams. And second in the country isn't bad.
No.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
it? And third in the country.
Pretty impressive.
And I said, I asked my daughter, how she feel? No, they were upset. They expected to win. But of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you always expect to win. But second place, it's that's a lot of work.
Oh no, it is.
Gracie's getting tall. So
She is.
she was a flyer. I don't know how long you can do a flyer when you're as tall as,
Exactly. Yeah.
They want the little one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you must be one of the tall ones on your team, no? Average. You're average.
Yeah, average.
As
yeah.
usual.
Yeah.
But you were one of the tall ones in Drake.
Yeah, in high school I was, and then when I walked into college, I'm like, oh my gosh, these girls are huge. I
Yeah.
mean, some of them are like
Yeah,
major.
major.
6'3", 6'4", and they're like 220. I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
like it's just a whole different.
What do you do? How do you just play fast? You got to be faster.
Yeah,
or-
I just try to go around them as much as I can because I'm not going through them. Sure.
Not like before, not like back in the day. Yeah. So your dribbling skills must be something you practice all the time.
Oh yeah,
You
I have to.
You
I have to. Yeah.
And anything fancy? Or you just everything's basic. or-
No,
It's basic, keep it
yeah,
away.
Stay away from the fancy stuff.
But behind the back, if it's no,
No.
because I mean sometimes that does trick out the.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sometimes it does, but like you see like those girls, and like even if you're guarding like a player that's doing all that fancy stuff,
Yeah.
you're like, all right,
I'm taking that ball.
Yeah.
From you. Yeah. It's
I'm getting that.
yeah, and you've been fouling out much.
No.
Wow.
High school, I averaged like
I
at
said-
least 3 fouls a game.
Of course.
But I fouled out a lot in high school.
Yeah.
But the college refs, and I don't know if it's the same for lacrosse, the college refs, they call anything.
really?
Like even like a touch like that, that's a foul.
Wow.
They're crazy. They're very like,
Oh, so you're just laying back and you're saying,
yeah,
all right.
like you can't touch them.
Wow.
You can't touch them. Yeah.
Same with you.
I would have to say honestly, that was bigger in high school for lacrosse.
Yeah.
The college refs, because we have a couple of refs that ref the pros,
Right. Right.
and when they come in, they let us play. But if it's like a ridiculous like hit,
You can't.
Yeah.
You hurt somebody.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's a good hit, it's a clean hit, they
Yeah.
let us play.
Do you like that?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Now, are you one of the average, or are you big for your lacrosse team?
I'm like average, like
Right,
we have
okay.
a couple, like our goalie, he's 6'3",
Yeah.
and a couple of our other kids in my grade, like 6'2", 6'1". So I'm like right there,
You're there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because, as I said last time, you just popped.
Yeah.
And
It
I think that was the worst thing. And like your growth plates still aren't closed.
Exactly,
They
yeah.
probably never close. You'd be
Yeah.
45, still growing. Well, I didn't know that they could tell a growth plate.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I thought they can tell if it's closed.
Yeah.
So you're, 20 now?
Yep.
They say 21 for a guy.
Right.
And I think 17, 18 for a woman. You
it's
slow
younger,
down.
yeah.
Yeah. But everyone's different, too.
Right, exactly.
So maybe you put in another inch.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Are you at your ideal weight?
Yeah, so ideal weight for me is around like 195, 200. I try to stay in that area. But yeah, it was especially when you're lifting all the time, and you got to eat too. You put on some.
That's right. And you can eat.
Yeah.
Josh can eat it. Yeah. Like your brother.
Yep.
But so that at 200 pounds, which I'm 170, and I feel like sometimes that's a lot.
Yeah.
And actually, for my height, if I go to over 170, they'll call that obese.
Yeah.
Those charts. don't
Yeah.
work.
We learned about that, and then we're just like
That's-
I was looking at it. I'm like, that don't make sense.
Well, depending on your muscle mass.
Exactly, yeah.
But it's a normal person probably not working at
Right.
all if he's that much. So 200 at your normal guy, they'd say, oh, he's way overweight, weight, and you're just jacked.
Yeah.
So that's nice. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
No, it is.
And what do you guys, do you follow a good strict diet, or is it just, you're not eating burgers and all that happy stuff, are you?
No,
Yeah.
like especially before a game, my coach was like, get some carbs in you. I mean, he's not really. I think it's much different for guys,
Right.
like,
No,
compared
yeah.
to like a girl's sport.
Right.
But yeah, it's kind of up to you.
Right.
Yeah.
And you take the vitamins.
I do.
You didn't
every
take the
day.
vitamins.
I take them now though.
There you go. what, anything good? Are you taking good ones?
Oh yeah. My mom will go out and get me like a bunch.
Of good.
Yeah. Whatever she gets me, she goes, take these. I'm like, all right.
Just do it. And a lot of times find out, especially if you're taking a certain, say you're taking a D, or you're taking a certain, some are food, or food soluble, or some are water soluble.
Right.
A lot of people just throw them in there,
Yeah.
and they're not gonna be soluble because they're not taking it at the right time.
Exactly.
So a lot of people think, just take your vitamin in the morning.
Yeah.
You really should watch when you take it.
Right.
And it's, I swear by them. You should.
Yeah.
Always, and get good ones.
Oh yeah.
They have them over the counter that
Yeah.
it's not there,
Yeah.
And there's 10,000 brands.
Oh, there's so many. Yeah.
Yeah, they're expensive too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, very expensive. But it's worth it's your body.
It is. Yeah.
It's all relative. You could say they're expensive, but a cheeseburger, French fry, and a frappa are $30,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's only going to kill you.
No.
It'll be gone in 4 hours, and it's going
Yep.
to kill you.
Yep.
And you get a bottle of these for $40 or $50,
Yep.
and you get them for a month.
Exactly.
And well, wow, we wound that hour down, didn't we?
Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It goes by.
Yeah, it goes by. It's so nice seeing you guys.
Yeah.
Good to
We'll
see
do it
you.
again next year because I want to see you right through the whole. Yeah, this transition from high school to college now, and in the beginning of college is what I liked
Yeah.
because you don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Anticipation kills you.
Yeah. It's like a new life.
But you're happy. Everything you're
Yeah.
happy with what. But that's what you're gonna. If you're gonna be in law, you better get you know.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. And if you need any help with homework, don't come to me. I'll put on my AI. Boy, that's so cool. And the holidays, have a great holiday.
Thank you.
You're still training during your holiday.
Oh yeah.
Do you need to go to Planet Fitness? I go almost all the time. They have membership, like not
Yeah.
membership. You come in with a person.
Right. Yeah, my mom actually got a membership there. A couple of my buddies have one there.
Her mother too.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And,
went there today.
I was there
Went
this
there earlier.
morning.
Oh, you were?
I was there.
What time did you go?
8 o'clock.
Oh, I was there at like 9-ish.
Yeah, I must have just
missed
I
you,
see your
yeah.
mother there a lot.
Yeah.
It's a nice little place.
I like it. They just kind of like revamped it a little
They
bit.
revamped
I love
it a lot,
Yeah.
a lot.
I love it.
And for the money, and I don't want to do a commercial, but what a great. But now
Yeah.
your mother's got a gym, so I don't know where
I
I'm going
know.
to go. I might have
I
to.
know.
I might have to check that out. With that. And is she going to be doing all her teaching? She'll be doing the
I don't know.
instructing and.
She wants me because I think I might get certified in training, and I could work there over the summer.
There you go.
Yeah.
How's that for a nice little job?
Yeah.
And you're keeping in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, that's a nice thing to do. I gotta text her and get her on the show next
Yeah.
week or the week after. If she's opening now, let's get it going.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for coming back on the show.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And I hope you have an unbelievable season. And let's get back next year,
Yes.
all right? Because every year it's the more experiences and maybe win some championships.
Yeah.
you know?
Hopefully.
That'd
yeah.
be nice.
But do me a favor, text me.
Yeah.
And let me know if there's a close game,
Okay.
right? Because it's tough for me to get out a lot myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to go see a game that's,
Oh, yeah.
Lawrence,
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
ain't going to be in Lawrence. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the show. Josh Gagnon and Brody Gannon, once again, regulars on the show. And hopefully, maybe in the summer or so after your season, we can talk about your seasons.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun having you both together because we can bang off and cousins and
Yeah.
watching you both grow together. So you can catch this show on DrakeTV.org. We have the show over and over. Merrimack Valley Public Radio has the podcast, all Spotify, all your podcasts, and we're on YouTube also. I think we were live on YouTube today. I'm not sure if that happened, but so there's a lot of places to catch the show.
Yeah.
And if you want to watch it and show some of your friends, and hope everyone has a great holiday. Until next time, have fun and train hard.